What are you, stupid? Why can't you get it together? What's taking you so long to figure this out? Can't you ever get anywhere on time? That's our inner critic, the voice we all have in our head, beating ourselves up and putting ourselves down. We think like 50,000 thoughts a day, and the majority of them are negative. But there's good news. We can transform that inner critic into an inner coach. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm Juniper. I'm a transformation coach that helps you understand how mind works so you can make it work for you instead of against you. I created the Level Up Lounge, a community on School, to help us do just that, free for the first 100 members. There'll be a link in the pinned comment below and also in my channel description. We'd love to see you inside. So, one of the most powerful exercises for retraining your inner critic is to teach it to tell you the whole truth. So I've got an exercise for you to do that, and I've made some notes. To transform your inner critic into your inner coach, you have to understand one core principle. Most self-criticism and self-judgment is motivated by love. Part of you is trying to get the rest of you to do something for your own good. Just like your parents, your inner critic really has your best interests in mind when it's criticizing you. It wants you to do better because it wants you to get the benefit of the better behavior. The problem is, it only tells you part of the truth. Like when you were a little kid, your parents may have yelled at you and told you to go to your room after you did something stupid, like running out in front of a car. The real communication was, I love you. I don't want anything to happen to you. I want you to stay around so that I can enjoy watching you grow up into a happy and healthy adult. But they only delivered half the message. What's wrong with you? Are you born without a brain? You know better than to run out in the street when cars are coming. You're grounded for the next hour. Go to your room and think about what you did. In their fear of losing you, they only expressed their anger. But underneath the anger were 3 more layers of message that never got delivered: fear, specific requests, and love. A complete message would look like this: I'm mad at you for running out into the street without looking to see if any cars were coming. I'm afraid you're going to get badly hurt or even killed. I want you to pay more attention when you're playing near the street. Stop and look both ways before crossing it. I love you so much. I don't know what I would do without you. You are so precious to me. I want you to be safe and healthy. You deserve to have lots of fun and stay safe so you can enjoy life to its fullest. Do you understand? What a different message. You need to train your inner critic to talk to you the same way. And you can practice this on paper or as a verbal exercise of talking to yourself. I like to picture myself like as a clone sitting in another chair, and make a list of all of the things you say when you are judging yourself. Include all the things you tell yourself about what you should do that you don't do. So a typical list might look like this: you don't exercise enough. You're gaining too much weight. You're a fat slob, a real couch potato. You need to cut down on the carbs. You need to stop drinking so much alcohol and eating so many sweets. You need to get up earlier, and then you'd have more time to exercise. You're so lazy. Why don't you finish anything that you start? Sound familiar? So once you've completed your list, practice communicating the same information using the 4-step process that I outlined previously. Spend a minute, at least a minute, on each step. And make sure to be very specific in the request stage. Don't just say, I want you to eat better. Say, I want you to eat at least 4 servings of vegetables a day. I want you to eat some kind of fruit for breakfast. I want you to cut out French fries and desserts. Specific like that. And I recommend that you do it out loud with as much passion and emotion as possible, as if it was that little kid who had just ran out into the street. So here's some examples of what it might sound like using that list of judgments that I just said. So the anger. I'm angry at you for not taking better care of your body. You're such a lazy slob. You drink too much, you eat too much. All you do is sit around and watch TV. You just get fatter and lazier every year. Your clothes don't fit and you don't look good. You disgust me. The fear. If you don't change, I'm afraid you're going to keep gaining weight until your health is at risk. Your cholesterol could get too high and you could have a heart attack. You could become diabetic. I'm afraid you're never going to change, and then you're going to die young and never live out your destiny. I'm afraid if you don't start eating better and taking better care of yourself, no one is going to be attracted to you. You might end up living alone for the rest of your life. Requests. I want you to join a gym and go at least 3 days a week. And the other 4 days, I want you to take a 20-minute walk. I'm going to cut out 1 hour of television a day and replace it with exercise. I want you to stop drinking sodas and drink more water. I want you to limit drinking alcohol to just Friday and Saturday nights. Love. I love you. I want you to be around for a really long time. I want you to have a wonderful relationship. You deserve to look good in your clothes and to feel good about yourself. You deserve to have all of your dreams come true. I want you to feel alive and energetic rather than tired and lethargic. You deserve to live fully and enjoy every moment of it. You deserve to be totally happy. Going forward, whenever you hear a part of you judging yourself, simply reply, "Thank you for caring. What is your fear?" When we can get to the fear that is underneath the anger, and there is always fear underneath the anger. Fear is just anger with a shield. Then we tenderize it. Now we're open and a little vulnerable. We're more like that kid that got criticized in the first place. We can repair it there. I was just talking to a woman this morning who was really struggling with her phone. She's like, I want to throw it across the room. We've all been there, right? She was trying to take a screenshot to verify something for this woman, and it just wasn't working. We tried everything. And I introduced to her the fear that might be underneath that, like what is she missing? What is going to happen if she doesn't get this to this other person? Because there's always a lesson. It's never about the tech or the phone. It's about what's behind that and underneath that this story is helping us see. And what came was this other woman's insecurity. And I said, you're not responsible for someone else's insecurity. Their feelings are not your responsibility. That's their stuff to learn. And that really opened something for her. She's like, wow, I never thought of that. It's so easy for us to become codependent in that situation and want to meet someone else's need. And it wasn't working, and it shouldn't work. So she said, you know what? She should also receive proof of this transaction on her end. I'm going to invite her to look for that. See, it wasn't about the tech and the phone. It was about that messaging that got in when we were little, usually between the ages of 3 and 8. We're really forming our personality and the way the world works. That's what's coming up. And if we can let it come up and take it all the way through those 4 stages, we can get clear. We can see it and we can transform it from being an inner critic to an inner coach. I'd love to hear your main takeaway on this. Please drop a comment below and let me know what it is. And if you want to join the Level Up Lounge, where we talk about this stuff all the time and retrain our minds, then you can find the link to do that in the pinned comment, also in my channel's description. The lounge is free for the first 100 members, so come check it out and join us.